This is a straightforward question which just gives you a list of numbers. They actually tell us here it's a geometric sequence, and we've got to find, now it says an expression for the nth term. That's sometimes also called getting an expression for the general term, and that means that you're going to be using n in a formula. So that's just two ways it's presented. If they hadn't told you it was geometric, you should actually be able to look at those numbers. Look at the difference between them. You've got 15, and if you look at the difference between the next numbers, well, it's not 15. So that tells you it's not arithmetic, so it has to be geometric, but they will actually usually tell you that at the beginning. Now, this is a standard technique question. You can basically memorise the technique required. First of all, let's have a look at the expression for the nth term. It's going to look something like this. So obviously what we need to do is we need to find what goes in here and what goes in there. Now, going to the pattern you've got, U1's very simple. It's just going to be the first one. So I've already got one mark here because I can simply come here and say, oh, U1 is 20. So it's going to be 20 multiplied by, and now I need to get the R. Now remember that you can simply get R by taking any term. Let's say I took this and then divide it by this. Now what that's basically saying to you is the terms are one after the other, and the second term has to go up here in the numerator. You know, you can write this in different ways. You could, if you said that was UN, well, what's the one that comes before UN? It would be UN minus 1. That's saying the same thing. But let's just focus on the first one that I wrote there. So what I can do here is I can simply go to the list of the sequence of numbers I've got, and you just choose 2. Now, most people would probably go for the 20 and the 5 because this is a scary decimal number, but it actually doesn't make a difference which ones you go for. So I'm going to go for the scary one, just to show you it really doesn't matter which 2 you make, you're going to get the right answer. So I'm going to take these 2. So I can simply, in my working, I can say, right, I want to get the common ratio that I multiply by. Oh, but I need to remember the one that comes second in this pair must go in the numerator. If you're going to make a mistake in this question, that's probably where the mistake happens. So now I've actually got this. I'm going to pretend that this is paper 1. I'm not allowed to use my GDC. So if you're really desperate, you know, you can always just do a nice simple division at the side, and you can get your answer like that. So I can come down here, and now I'm feeling good because I've basically got my 2 values that I needed. So I can now say that's R, so I'm going to put that into the ratio position here, 0.25, and then that's got to be raised to your expression for the power. And that's it. I've now got the general expression for the term, and it's always the same thing. You know, you're always looking to find these 2 things from the information. You're looking for your first term, and you're going to get your ratio, and then you substitute it into the formula, and you can simply leave your answer like that. That would be the general expression. If you've got time, you can always just check that because it should work for the one that you've been given. So what I could do is I could say, is that going to give me the second value? Because U2 is equal to 5 here. So let's just check that. If I use my formula, U2 is going to be 20 times 0.25 raised to the power 1, which is just 0.25. Well, 20 times 0.25 is the same as 20 times a quarter. And that's the problem when you're thinking over your head. Now, a quarter of 20, or 20 times 0.25, gives me 5, which is the answer I should have got. So that's a quick check you can do if you just want to make sure you've got the correct general formula.